I think at that point we had an inkling who the quarterback might be, but we may not have known. Just curious what your, how you got to know Trevor and how the relationship has been going so far.
I mean, great. Yeah, obviously it's been a short time, but I mean, obviously, the guy's gifted. I mean, you can see it when he throws the ball, and yeah, so we've gotten some good work. There's a lot of people here, so everybody's kind of been rotating, and getting a feel of the offense and stuff like that. So yeah, so far so good.
And then also, I know between the install and now having OTAs, you've seen plenty of your fellow wide receivers. What's kind of been your assessment of that group as a whole?
I think it's been great, and I think it's just a transfer to what we were doing, for the past 3 weeks before, we even got on the field with all the coaches and stuff like that. We've spent a lot of time together, probably almost 2 months now. So, it's been good. Everybody's going around, flying fast, and yeah, making big plays. As we should and as we knew we were going to do. So there's a lot of people, a lot of receivers, in our group, that could, have different abilities and could put them in different places. I mean, you put LaVisca in the backfield and watch him work and stuff like that. And everybody's been great, and everybody's been, taking the coaching and just having a good time. So yeah, we're just going to continue to do that.
And just a quick follow-up. Since you mentioned the high energy, I'm just curious, did they have like the PA announcer in Detroit? How would you describe OTAs this week and the energy that you guys have on the field in previous ones you've been a part of?
I mean, it's definitely different. It's something that I've never, been a part of, but it's pretty cool, just because what's coming next, because he's gonna say it 100 times. so it gets you ready for, it gets you ready for all the energy that's gonna bring. Like, when we go to individual period and we go to team, he's yelling and constantly reminding us to, hey, bring the injury. Bring the injury, bring the energy. So it's something that's different, but it's something definitely that I like. Just because it gets everybody going, gets everybody rolling in the right direction. So yeah, it's been great.
Awesome, thanks, Marvin.
Yeah.
Thanks, Mia. Let's go to John Reed and then Ashlyn Sullivan.
How you doing? Can you talk a little bit about just how the cohesion and the togetherness has been out there this?
Yeah.
How would you compare that to where you've been at your other previous teams?
Well, I think in a lot of teams there's a lot of cohesion. All the teams that I've been with or a part of, we've had cohesion. So I think this is no different. I think it brings a different element just because, like we said, all the energy that it brings, and we're always together, on that field and, moving at 100 miles an hour, so you get to experience that with each other, and that comes great responsibility because, when everything's going fast, you need to rely on your brothers to, hey, if somebody misses a call or somebody does something like, or somebody's over here, you got to pull them in the right direction. So like everybody's always communicating, and I think when you have that, kind of that chaos is great because the communication has to go up. So that's one thing that I like about the energy and the cohesion that we have. But it's been a short time, but I mean, obviously all of the individual groups, have been together for some time now, so we have cohesion there, and it transferred nicely into the team, into all of the groups, so it's good.
Thanks, John. Let's go to Ashlyn Sullivan and then Mark Long.
Hey, Marvin, you mentioned that there are a ton of guys on the field right now, and I know you saw some 7-on-7 today. On defense, is there anyone that stands out? I know you're probably getting a lot of looks, but has anyone stood out to you these past couple of practices?
Well, it's just a lot going on, So a lot of the times, there's a lot of young guys out there, and I'm just trying to do my plays and then coach the young guys. So I think we'll get as the weeks go on. I'm pretty sure somebody will stick out. But right now I'm just focused on our group and our offense and what we have to do in terms of execution and stuff like that. But we have a lot of time for that.
Awesome, thanks, Ashlyn. All right, let's go to Mark Long.
Hey, Marvin. I'm just curious. You got a pretty famous tight end now playing with you. I'm just curious what you think of.
What?
Just curious what you think of the Tim Tebow story, changing positions 9 years after he last played in the league and 33 years old. Do you look at that as, this is pretty cool to have a front row seat for this, or do you, I don't know, what's your take and how's he received in the locker room?
Well, I'm kind of mad because I was the oldest guy on the team. Now, he has me by 2 years, so I have to talk to him about that. But no, it's been great. Obviously everybody knows the type of worker that he is, and it's no different. He came in here and fit right in. Just working and learning and stuff like that. Just in the back when he's not in, he's looking at the plays and running extra and doing what he needs to do to get this new position going. So it's been good. It's been good to have him here, most definitely.